right, let's go back to Miss Katie in Austin. Katie, I love that you're getting, I don't love it for you, but I think it's fabulous that you're getting icicles off of your house to get some water to cook with it, because you didn't have water for a few days because the pumps were out because the electricity was not working.
Yes, that's exactly what happened. Yes.
Oh, geez. Goodness, I can't even imagine. Oh, well. All right. Well, you got a question for me?
I do, actually. A close friend of mine, actually, who I've been staying with for the last few days up until yesterday, they had heat. Her mom has had a long battle with cancer. And she is now back in the hospital. She had COVID. And her lung just collapsed. So my friend is on their way out there. She is in San Angelo, Texas, in the hospital. And I'm just wondering if you might be able to do a scan to see if she's transitioning.
Yeah, sure. What's her name, Katie?
Her name is Norma.
Norma. All right. I'm going to connect to you and then from you to Norma. How far is San Angelo from Austin?
About 2.5 hours west.
Oh, gosh. And the roads are travelable? Is that a word? Travelable? I think it is.
Very slowly, as my friend said. They stayed at the hotel tonight on their way out there, but yeah, it's not an easy drive.
Oh, geez. All right. So here we go. Here comes my laser beam from balmy Birmingham, where it's like, I don't know. I think it was in the 50s today. So got that. Yeah. Which is balmy compared to where you are, right? It's supposed to be in the 60s by the weekend, but I think it's supposed to be in the 60s down there too.
It is. Yes. I think, by Sunday.
Yeah. She's in phase 8 of the 12 phases of transition, Katie.
Okay.
So phase 8 is her spirit's out of her body. She's got angels on either side of it. And what we were talking about with Faye, with her dad, her parents' spirits are anchoring her feet. There's a horseshoe of angels that goes out from that. There are just more spirits that are there in phase 8 than phase 7. Again, for those of you that don't know what we're talking about, everybody, when they die, they go through 12 phases of transition. And it's a configuration of angels and deceased loved ones that surround us. And this happens, Katie, whether somebody dies instantly, like in the case of a homicide or suicide, or whether it's stretched out over days, weeks, months. And so she's in phase 8. So Norma, are you ready to go? No. Are you in pain at times? What do you need, my family? All right, they're on the way. Can you hold on until they get there? She's saying, I'll try.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and the phases can go quickly or they can stretch out over days, weeks, months. And how you can find out what phase somebody is in, Katie, is you just ask. Just ask what phase is Norma in. And the graphics are on my website, askjulieryan.com. And then you'll get an answer within a second, like phase 5, phase 7, whatever. And then you go to the website, askjulieryan.com, and you can look it up and see what it is. What a lot of families will do is they will download the illustrations, and then it's easy for them to be able to reference what phase they're in. And if you find that the person is advancing through the phases fairly quickly, like one day they're in phase 7 and then later that day they're in phase 8 and they're in phase 9 by the next morning. Once you're up into about phase 9, you want to be calling the family in. So I'm glad your friends are on their way there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Stay warm, stay safe, and I hope you get your power and your water back on soon.
It will be. I think it'll probably be tomorrow or the next day. So I will really appreciate everybody thinking of us in Texas.
Yeah. All right. Hang in there. Bye.
Okay.
Let's go to Diane next. Hi, Diane.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you. Is this your first time to call in?
Yes.
Wonderful. Where are you located?
In the Chicago area.
Okay. You guys got a bunch of that white stuff up there, too.
Yeah, I think we have about 30 inches of snow on the ground.
Oh, crazy. Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
yes, it's been a very snowy month.
Yes, I know. My brother lives in Naperville in one of the suburbs, and I talked to him a couple days ago, and he goes, "Yeah, we got like another 6 or 7 inches coming." And I keep saying, "Get out now, come down, come to Alabama."
Yeah.
He said, "Well, but who's going to take care of the house and the snow and removal and all that?" I said, "Good point," but yeah, he'd probably just worry about it if they were down here. Well, you got a question for me?
Yes, I'm actually calling about my husband, Neil. He's sitting right here next to me, so he knows I'm calling.
Okay.
He has a rare heart condition called Restrictive Pericarditis.
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever heard of it. Basically, it's scar tissue that formed over his heart after he had an infection.
Okay.
And we've been dealing with this since September 2018. He has cardiologists that he sees, and we've consulted with several cardiologists, and he's sought a lot of alternative medical help, but there's really not a treatment for this. It's just a matter of controlling the symptoms. So I'm wondering if there's anything you can suggest that could get rid of the scar tissue, because otherwise he's had all kinds of tests. He's had an MRI of the heart. His heart is fine. It's just this scar tissue that's the problem.
And what are the symptoms that it causes?
He has out of breath. He's very tired all the time. And he's on water pills. He retains water if he's not on water pills. It's squishing the heart, too. Well, yeah, it constricts the heart.
Yeah, I bet. All right. Let me get him on my radar. Hi, Neil. I just heard your voice. Hi, Neil.
He says hi.
Can he hear us? Can he hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you're on speaker. Yeah.
Great. Okay. So, Neil, here we go. Here comes my laser beam from Sweet Home, Alabama, up to you in Chicago, and got you going in. Okay. Scar tissue looks like that fake spiderweb material that you get at the dollar store at Halloween, and you could decorate your house, with fake spider webs. That's what it looks like to me. And so what I'm doing is I'm cutting it with a pair of energetic emergency room scissors that I have in my house from when I used to sell them a million years ago. And I'm removing it right now from around your heart. Okay, it's like it's keeping it from expanding to its full extent is what it looks like to me. So we're removing it, and then I'm going to do a quick DNA healing on you, which scar tissue is caused by a protein called fibrin, and fibrin is a component of blood. It helps blood clot. But sometimes when there's a mutation in the DNA, it causes too much scar tissue to form. So there's a strand of DNA that's come out of your body in a big X chromosome. Everybody's got X. Girls have 2 X's, boys have a Y and an X. And so X chromosome and a strand of DNA has come out. It looks to me like a piece of paper that you'd find in a fortune cookie with the fortune written on it. And it has the code that tells your cells how to behave. And this is the code for the fibrin. Then I'm watching it get rearranged. There are 4 letters that represent nucleic acids in DNA, and they are A, T, C, G. And a strand of DNA can have 100,000 letters on it, can have up to 1 billion letters on it. And so I'm watching them get resequenced, kind of as if we're playing Scrabble in warp speed. Have you ever played Scrabble where you move the pieces up and over to form a word? That's what I'm watching happen in warp speed. And then it just snapped back into your body. So hopefully that healing will help. The way that these healings work is that it happens on the energetic level, Diane and Neil, and then it will integrate into your body. And that can happen instantly. It can take days, weeks, months. It may need some kind of complementary care like medicine or surgery or whatever. But certainly it's always our spirit's choice to utilize the healing in a way that's going to best facilitate whatever it is we're exploring. And I believe that it's spirit working through me and with me. I'm kind of like the tugboat captain, helping you heal yourself, like guiding let's say you're a big ship and I'm guiding you up the mouth of the Mississippi up to the Great Lakes. So that was an energetic healing you just got, removing the scar tissue and also resequencing your DNA.
One other quick question. So one thing that happened after he contracted this was he went into AFib, and then they did 2 cardioversions on him, and then he went out of it for 2 years. And recently, he went back to AFib again. So, yeah, so now
Let's do a heart ablation. Let's do a heart ablation on him. I see 6 electrodes get put on the perimeter of the heart, on the front of the heart. There's current that's running from electrode to electrode in a clockwise direction, counterclockwise, clockwise, counterclockwise, clockwise, counterclockwise, clockwise, counterclockwise, clockwise. All right, and then the electrodes pop off when the heart ablation's done. So you just got an energetic heart ablation too. Your kids just get a combo package tonight. You bet. Hope you feel better. Thanks for calling in. You bet. Take care. Stay with us, everybody. We'll be right back after the break.